a lumpy day, getting ever more so on the Dauphiné, with the time trial still to come on stage 4 and the Alpine tests that grace the end of this race. It was time for an uphill finish nonetheless, a Category 2 test, after what was rolling terrain that would garner a breakaway surely. Chastreix-Sancy, our destination, and high rolling plain with virtually no flat roads on the day. It tempted Pierre Rolland to go out for more King of the Mountains points in that polka dot competition. With him, Alexis Gougiard, Manuel Heidemann and Sebastian Schoenberger, the Austrian. First of that group to go was Heidemann, who dropped off the back. Thomas Champion of Cofidis was also there, but succumbed as well to the inclines, and Jonas Gregard from Uno X-Pro was also in the mix. Well, it finally got to 3 remaining, with our penultimate climb being dealt with. Just 1 point up for grabs, and they allowed Rolland to take it. Doing much of the chasing for much of the day were Jumbo-Visma. Honouring the jersey, Total Energies had played their part on behalf of Alexis Villermoz, but the yellow jersey was going to go backwards and was soon over half a minute down on the final incline of the day. Pierre Rolland left his teammate, the Austrian teammate Schoenberger and Greyard, to push on, to duke it out for what was potentially going to be the Combativity Award by the day's end. Finally, all wound in. The call went up all together, but it was altogether a different kind of day. Uphill, ramps of 8 and 9%, a couple of little steps along the way, and the green jersey of Wout van Aert was absolutely where he needed to be. Guided effectively and looked after by Vingegaard and Roglic. They were taking turns to push on and neutralise any who were trying to take the day. Villermoz himself, well, after all his efforts yesterday, gulping for breath upon the final test. And the final test itself was going to turn out to be a sprint. Roglic trying to hold things up while Vingegaard was busy trying to guide the green jersey into position. But there was a lot of fast men who'd survived this climb who were going to impose themselves. Into the final couple of curves, and then the finish line opening itself up. Well, never count your chickens before they have hatched. The green jersey looked to be in an excellent position at this point, but screening the man from Groupama France-Gaudio, Godot, and at the line. Well, joy turned into embarrassment for Wout van Aert. Doesn't need to be too hard on himself. He does lead this race, but the man who won the day was David Godot. Talk about timing. That was spectacular. Bodes well for Groupama France-Gaudio. Likewise, going towards the Tour de France, and look at the way he weaved his way through the pack to take the day. Well, some stellar performances out there. Great one from Ruben Guerrero as well, just missed out on the podium. A joy to see, well, for David Godot anyway. While Van Aert does lead the race, but would have liked the win. Lefay, great finisher for Cofidis as well, getting on the podium. Genietz was up there. Nick Schultz from Bike Exchange, fine finish from him. Caruso, Toons, Jorgensen from Movistar, and Brennan McNulty. Well, a minute down was Villermoz from Total Energies. Well, Van Aert shielding his eyes from the crowd as he came to the podium. But he leads this race by 6 seconds from David Godot, who won today. How will things pan out when we get to the time trial tomorrow? A very different complexion, I am certain, to the overall classification. But Wout van Aert, should he recover well, will do well. 31.9 kilometres of time trialling await on stage 4. Pippo Ganna the favourite after resting up more or less today through the run. Wout van Aert leads the points and indeed the yellow jersey competition. Jorgensen, with his fine finish today, moves into the lead of the young riders competition. Rolland, of course, in the mountains. None of those points up for grabs tomorrow, but some big gaps in the race of truth against the clock there will be.